So welcome back to this channel, and this is a basic video. And in this video I'll be going to explain, or I'll be going to give you an introduction to the RPG programming. So let's start. So basically we start from the RPG. So the full form of RPG is a Report Program Generator, and as we all know that it's a high level language, programming language, where we can write our programming logic, and it was developed by IBM in 1959. So it is only available on IBM I or AS400 systems uh, to be run. Now, um, the current version which we are using is RPG4, aka you can say rpgle or ILE RPG, right? So where we are writing the modules or service programs, or we are using the free format codes, or we are writing the free format codes. So it was earlier designed to generate reports from the data file. So for example, there's a file having some data, and they just want to generate the reports out of that. So basically for that purpose they just created this programming language, but now it is widely used. Then after RPG, the picture, then the RPG2 came to the picture. So RPG2 is basically having some updates to the RPG language. So here we got a chance to work on the fixed format programming language. So they introduced the fixed format programming in more enhanced way. Uh, and then the RPG3 came to the picture. So after RPG2, um, so RPG3 basically was developed for the system 38, um, which are the earlier or old systems used by the IBMs, but now as it becomes the power system. So here what comes, what are the updates into the RPG3 with respect to the RPG2 are like it is much more enhanced. For example, we are able to use the control statements such as if and if, or loops or subroutines which are added to this, so this becomes more enhanced. So using this RPG3 we can control the flow of our program, or you can say that we can control the logic of our program, how that program will be executed. So for that purpose RPG3 came to the picture. Then after RPG3, RPG4 comes. So RPG4 was released in 1994 basically, and RPG4 you can say is the current uh, version which has a more enhanced feature over RPG3. So every new version must have a new enhanced feature, a more enhanced feature than the previous version. That's why that came into the picture, or that came into the existence. So here we got a new environment which is highly integrated language environment, which is basically provided by um, most of the languages. And this feature then added to the RPG4, where in ILE you got the concepts of modules, service programs, um, creating the programs out of modules, or from the by using those service programs. Procedure came into the pictures. So these are the things which came into the picture. So now what is ILE feature? So we are talking about the ILE feature which came into the RPG4. So ILE feature is basically here we got the free format support as well. So for calculation part, C specs coding, where you are going to write the logic of your program. So we got free format calculation coding support in ILE features. We got call p and eval. We got this one. that is call p and eval, which becomes optional. So you can call your procedure by that its name only. So you don't need to use the call p because that is optional. Either you use call p, and for example you have created a procedure, not a subroutine. You have created a procedure and whose name is, for example, add procedure, which is adding two numbers. So you are calling that procedure using call p, then procedure name is add, right? Now this becomes optional, so you can directly call add procedure. You don't need to use call p, or you don't need to use eval in free format c specs or calculation specs. So you just eval from right to left. So have you can ignore eval opcode in free space slash free or in free blocks. Okay, and then with the v7r1, so here comes in IE features. Uh, we can have, or we may have, uh, we have got the technology refresh upgrade in v7r1, where slash free um, and slash and dash free or and free uh, won't be you can say necessary for us. So we can directly use star free in a code, so that we could be able to write all the specifications in the free format, even d f c and other specs. Okay, so using the concept of the specification at Fedico. So here we got to um, just remove that slash free or end free, so we can write the whole code in a free format. Once that v7r1 technology refresh, you can say tr7 upgrade released by the IBM. So after that, in a highly feature, so for example, you are writing the embedded SQL in a program. So now you would be able to create the SQL rpgle program, so where embedded SQL can be used. So whenever you are compiling your SQL rpgle program, so the SQL pre-compiler first, what SQL pre-compiler does. So I had already created a video on this. So in case you want more detail on that, you can just go through my channel and you can have watch that video for that. Now SQL pre-compiler actually it first converts that SQL logic code or SQL query which you are writing. For example, you are writing insert into this table, and these are the values which you are inserting. Then it means that you are inserting some data into the table, so you are using the query which basically interacts with the DB2. Okay, so RPG doesn't know about DB2. DB2 is a separate thing. Okay, then what it does, the pre-compiler first converts that SQL embedded SQL statements in your RPG program into the RPG statements. Okay, so it must replace those statements by commenting out them with some calls to the database manager programs, right? So there would be replacing of some programs which would eventually call the database manager programs, so that those programs, those RPG programs would interact with the database SQL query engine based on your query, and then it will return the feedback to the program, which is the using the collection of SQL variables, that is SQL CA. Okay, so so we have got a support of pre-compiler there, means which will first convert the SQL statements into the RPG statements, which will call the database manager then to just process your query using the database SQL query engine. Okay, and then it will return the feedback to your program. So these are the features which were added to the ILE feature ILE, and it was introduced in ILE was introduced in RPG4. Now this is the time for the first program in RPG fix or free format. So let's discuss. So here I'm just gonna give you a demo of this hello world program in free and fixed format. So first see fixed format. So here I just write two lines. First one is hello world, so it with using by using display keyword. So here display opcode does it simply so shows the message on the display workstation. So we must write display example. So we must write in the factor one. Okay, so whatever the message we want to give, we must be giving in the factor one here using display opcode. Okay, then we are setting the last indicator on using set on opcode. Okay, now I'm coming out. I'm just compiling this program. This program is compiled. Just call this program, so we can see that we are just displaying the hello world on the screen. Okay, just time press enter. Now if we see the RPG free format, so here we can see that we are using just slash free and dash free. So inside these free blocks I'm writing display. So I'm writing that in the free format display, then hello world, then terminated with it with semicolon. Okay, then star inlr equals to star on, means setting the last indicator as on. So here we can see that we have written slash free or slash and free. So the position is fixed for slash free and slash free, so the starting position is 7. So we must write our code from the 7th line for slash free and slash end free lines of code. But but the code or the logic which we are writing inside that free or end free block must be started that from the 8th position, right? On 7th position we cannot write the logic. Okay, so 7th position is fixed for this slash free or slash and free, so we can write start from the 8th position, from the very next position, right? So then you will be able to compile the program. This program is compiled. Okay, I will written something wrong. Fixed. Just do this. So this was a fixed program. Just compile this again. Okay, and then call this. You can see the hello world. This was the free one. Okay, so now just call this one. Just compile this, then call this. So you can see the same message just playing out of that free and fixed format. So this is the basic introduction of the RPG programming. So that's all in this video. Thank you and have a nice time.